What up, nation? Welcome to another edition of the WhiTESIDE NBA DFS First Look. CK013 here. You can find me on Twitter at CK_013. I'm from the WhiTESIDE Nation, which you can find on Twitter at Wise_Take, or you can visit directly at WiseTake.com. We are a DFS premium content provider, as well as a DFS community designed to help make you a better player. If you're looking to improve, if you're looking to learn the game of DFS, or if you already play but you're looking to advance your DFS career, if you will, come check us out. We design content whether you have time, whether you don't have time. We've got content and a whole team just ready to help teach you the game of DFS, multiple sports as well. Let's go check us out. Today we are talking about Monday, November 18th, 2019. We've got a 9-game slate on a Monday. It's going to be an interesting week. I think Thursday we have like a 2-game slate, so we'll have a little mix of like these larger slates and smaller slates. I think Tuesday we have a 4-game slate. So a lot to discuss. Sorry for the lip smacking. Let's go ahead and dive in real quick. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the notifications bell. Welcome. We do all kinds of free content on this channel. We have NFL podcasts, and you never know when I grab somebody and bring back the NBA podcast. You never know. I may do some spot ones here or there. Yeah, it's hard to commit to to get guests to commit all the time. It is a grind. Even when we were doing them with Cash, it's demanding to do these things every single night. So we'll see. We may pop up with a guest here or there. There's still a few people that I'm sure would love to come on. If you would like to hear us bring some guests on occasionally, let us know in the comments. I like to hear back from the nation. I like to hear the feedback. I know we've been doing this is different this year with the solo vids, and the views have been down. I recognize that, but it seems like they're kind of down across the industry. So we'll see. Let's see if we can pick them up. So do me a favor before we continue and just like the video. The likes go a long way. Views have been a little bit down for NBA this year. I get that. But we like to see it trend in the right direction. And we like to keep doing these videos for free just to keep touch with all you guys on this platform. So if you get the like video, if we can get this to 50 likes, that would just be groovy. All right, looking at point guards, we got James Harden at 12K. Russell Westbrook is expected to play. Harden's just been awesome. I think Portland's going to be a similar situation for a guy like Harden. I think he'll be able to do pretty much whatever he wants. But the value is what it's going to come down to, I think, with Harden. With Westbrook there, I know they're still missing some bodies. I think the new house is expected to be back. Capella's questionable now. So they could be starting to gain some people back, which makes you really pause when you're looking at James Harden, especially considering LUKA DONCIC, has been putting up massive numbers as well, and he's significantly cheaper than Harden at 9,800. Against Toronto, do you consider that a bad game at 57? He's gone for 70 multiple times this season. San Antonio is not good against guards. I think Doncic, they're not really not good defensively at all. I think it's a really good spot for Doncic, who also has just phenomenal usage all in all. So Harden, if we can find the value to make him work, is always a good idea. But if not, maybe we settle for Doncic and hope if we can't find a way to play them together. Because sometimes you get crazy value, and we've had some of that this year with just crazy value that allows you to do that, to pair some of those studs. If you don't get it though, I'm a little tempted to settle for Doncic. I can never say the dude's name. Damian Lillard was really disappointing against the Spurs. McCollum kind of went out and did his thing. Portland was our NBA bet of the day, so that was awesome, which we've been doing really great with those in the Slack. We have a sports betting channel. I drop my NBA bets. It's not every day. It's only when I see something, but it's been awesome this year. Anyway, Dame was 1 for 9 from 3, 4 for 19 from the field. That's 2 games in a row with just piss poor shooting If Portland is going to hang in this game with between Westbrook and Harden, you would think Dame has to show up. But 86 is a good price. I can get me some Dame. Kyrie Irving is also cheap for the usage. Malcolm Brogdon is also questionable. So if Kyrie plays and Brogdon sits, big plus in terms of matchup. Brogdon is a very good defender. With Karis LeVert out, we expect Kyrie and Dinwiddie to be very aggressive, and they have been. Kyrie did miss a game, so we'll have to see what his status is. But again, the price has dropped for the potential production. You can see against Utah, he took 30 shots. Didn't shoot well, but the volume has certainly been there. Kemba Walker, I mean, with Gordon Hayward out and all this, we're just kind of waiting for him. The usage, everything's supposed to go up, and he just hasn't performed. We know he's a guy that's historically always played better at home. But it's hard to click his name, especially when you consider Russell Westbrook is $100 cheaper. Now, Westbrook's been terrible. And I've been getting into fights with Rocket fans on Twitter who don't understand this DFS stuff. They don't understand statistics. They don't understand what we mean when we say a player's performance has declined. Ignorant. But 8,300 for Westbrook. Just you never thought you'd see the day. And that's the point we're at. He has taken 27 shots a game. He's had 2 straight games where he shot poorly. The triple-double stuff just seems kind of gone. But I'll continue to play Westbrook because he's got that 50, 60, 70 point upside. Maybe more so when Harden is out. But in the meantime, see how low he goes. But he's going to drop to a point eventually. And eventually he is just going to have a really efficient game. And he's going to put up big scores. And he's going to be at a low price where if you don't have him, you're going to be crushed. So I'll continue to play him even though it's killing me. Legitimately. Eric Bledsoe. Another guy that I think we should take a look at. Coming off a bad game against the Pacers. They kind of blew him out. They didn't really need him. With Middleton out, we know Bledsoe's usage increases along with Giannis. I think that Bledsoe's price of $7,200 is fair. It's just a matter of can Chicago keep the game close, and I will admit they've been a lot more competitive in general this year. Let's see what else. What else stands out? So Wiggins, I think, is doubtful, so that's going to put Jeff Teague in the mix once again. Against Houston, the game ended up kind of blowing out. Teague did get the 33 minutes. The assists were there. He just wasn't as aggressive from the field, and he wasn't very efficient either. Let's see. But he'll certainly be getting a boost. If Brogdon is out, it is a good situation for Holiday. Holiday's usage does go up. He's another one. 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. His problem was efficiency. He took 18 shots and only hit 5 of them. That's a problem. But the usage was certainly there, so I know the price is up. I wouldn't call him a slam dunk necessarily, but against Brooklyn, a team that is, plays fast and doesn't play very good defense, especially if Kyrie does play. If Brogdon is out, we know the usage for Holiday will be sky high. COBY White's been awesome, man. This guy likes to shoot threes. He shoots a lot of them. And Milwaukee is a team that's always kind of giving up threes. They collapse to not give you any easy baskets and then make you beat them by the 3. That's kind of right up COBY White's alley. Can you expect him to go for 44 again like he did that day? Depends on if he's hitting a shot. So certainly a guy you want to rotate into your teams, but you don't want to be too reliant on him because you're relying on one player's efficiency. That's just never... I rely on volume opposed to efficiency. Feel me? Jordan Clarkson, I don't mind. 4,600. Culver. If Wiggins does miss, Culver's gotten good minutes. He's at a point where you kind of need that efficiency a little bit. I am lip smacking a lot. That's my bad, guys. My lips are chapped as shit. I gotta find some chapstick, bro. This shit like hurts. Dry as hell. I don't know what the deal is. But Culver is a maybe. The Knicks guards are also kind of interesting. DSJ's 4,200. Now, Cleveland hasn't been as bad against guards like they were last year. Paulie D, shout out to him. When I was trying to attack him, he was like, sure you want to do that? Is that the case? And I was like, no, I think so. And to his credit, when I went back and checked it, they haven't been as bad. But DSJ coming off of a 10-minute game where he had 5 fouls in 10 minutes. I'm hoping He does a little bit better here. 4,200 is a pretty good price, I think. I'm always rather going to play him over Nitty when they're the same price. Even though Nitty may end up winning the minutes, it's just because DSJ has more actual upside with those minutes. So I'll always lean that way. TJ McConnell is 3,500. He's questionable. This will, like, if he's out and Brogdon's out, it'd make Holiday a really good play. If Brogdon is just out and TJ's in, TJ's kind of interesting because he's cheaper, and the assists numbers for TJ this season are just kind of all ridiculously high. So he's doing great. He gets some time with Sabonis or Turner on there, and I think he could really do some cool things. But I think McDermott's the one he's really had that nice little 1-2 punch with. Yeah. Over at shooting guards, Devin Booker, sure, against Boston. We've seen Boston kind of get done up by guards. Shit. Van Fleet, I can kind of dig. DeRozan's having kind of a down year, I think, huh? He doesn't go for 40 all that often this year, it seems like. Not as often as he used to, anyway. I don't know. Lamb is questionable. That's kind of a variable that we didn't consider. If he comes in, that could hurt Holiday, because then Lamb will just take all that usage. So yeah, we'll want to monitor this situation for sure. All right, let's go over to small forwards. Giannis, of course, going to be playing with a big boost. He's been awesome. Can Chicago keep it close enough like they did the last time? If they can, you see what Giannis can do against a team like this who's not good at rebounding and plays no defense. Giannis went for 71 against him last time. I'm sure he'll have some ownership. Paul George has been really, really awesome. A little revenge spot for him. In 20 minutes against Atlanta, went for 54. In 24 minutes against New Orleans, 49. Different type of matchup against OKC, but certainly has the upside. I would prefer it if Kawhi Leonard was out, though, because George isn't getting a ton of minutes, and then I'm also a little concerned with if Kawhi does play, if he takes away some of that usage, will George be as aggressive? So a couple of things we'll have to monitor there. TJ Warren, very hit or miss, very scoring dependent, but the volume's been there. Again, another situation where we want to be waiting for the news for the Indiana side of that game. Nothing that stands out a ton. Siakam against Charlotte. Siakam could definitely do some damage. Charlotte's been bad against big. Siakam is not playing center, though. GASOL is getting a lot of center minutes, but it could be juicy. Porzingis, I don't mind at 7,500. I think he's coming off a pretty good game. Yep, coming off really 3 out of his last 4. Been really good games. You take that. Covington's been playing really well, and with Wiggins' absence, he's another one that's seen a boost in production and usage, all that good stuff. OG was doing some really... OG had like a little tear there where he was just going nuts every day. Did anybody catch any of that with OG? I don't think I did. I caught the aftermath when, after we got hurt playing RHJ and whatnot, but that's about it. He's 4,600 now. It's a good price. Bobby Boucher. Chris Boucher, the minutes were not there against Dallas. That's 2 games in a row, so it looks like it might be over. High point per minute guy if he gets a chance. Great matchup against a team that's not good against bigs. If Capella is out, we could see Hartenstein get more run. He just had 16 rebounds against Minnesota. Whiteside, very good rebounder, obviously, but just kind of something to consider. Karl Anthony Towns with Wiggins out. We know the usage is massive. Again, this game didn't stay close enough against Houston. I think he could have done even better. It's only 10-2. Utah, Gobert is a big body, so the rebounds could be, impacted, but he's not a good defender. Let's be clear about that. He's been getting schooled by anybody that knows what they're doing. Kevin Love in the Garden. Kevin Love is a shooter. Kevin Love was not very aggressive against Philly. They got destroyed. They only got 25 minutes. It's a back-to-back, but 7-8's a good price. And the Knicks don't play very good defense, so I can get behind that. Sabonis, man. I mean, this is a good spot for Turner and Sabonis, but either one of these guys, maybe even both of these guys, if the game is one of those close, like, shoot-'em-out type games, Sabonis' price has come down. Turner is still cheap. You probably could get away with playing them both in, like, a game stack scenario, but we love to attack Brooklyn with bigs, right? You could do some damage. Whiteside, if Portland is able to force the Rockets to play at their level, Whiteside could be in for it. Nice rebounding spot for sure. Going to be a good pace. Can Portland dictate the pace enough to allow themselves to play slow enough to keep Whiteside on the court? That's a pretty big one. We'll have to see. We talked about Turner. Tristan Thompson's really cheap at 5,600 against the Knicks. I do like that price. GASOL has a nut matchup. It's just a matter of, him, how aggressive he's going to be. If he's aggressive, it's a really good spot against Charlotte. We'd love to take centers against them. For sure. I think we will end it there. As always, we're going to have to wait for some of this news to come out. We've got a lot of guys questionable. And, we'll react accordingly. Again, like the video if you could. Really appreciate it. If you're looking for more updated DFS content, this obviously is a first look I try to do with you guys. But if you are looking for some updated DFS content, go check us out at WISETake.com. We are a DFS premium content provider and DFS community. You can get a day pass for $2.49, $2.50. You'll get access to all the NBA content for one full day. It's a full slate, so we'll have cheat sheets for FanDuel, DraftKings. I'll have a core plays article where I write up my highest exposed, my highest owned players. Slate breakdown covering cash and tournaments from Stevie Brown tomorrow. The usual, and the Slack chat will be bumping like always. Shout out to the nation. I saw some screenshots over the weekend as usual. Paulie D got real close to a takedown tonight. He got caught for second or third. I really thought he had first place locked up. But he took fourth. Not bad. Shout out to Paulie. He got caught a little bit. Should have been a bigger night, but hey, he had a really good day. Count that as a really good day. Aside from that, guys, like the video. Really appreciate it. Goes a long way. Just catching up in the chat. For myself, the entire WiseTake Nation, as always, good luck.
Yeah.